All eyes to the lights, foot to the floor, we go racing here at Thruxton for the main race. It's Van Dorn who takes the lead off of here out of nowhere. I don't see the sight of Sabo. I don't know what happened to him, but it's Rees second and Krogsgaard third position. As he head into one, Mats takes the lead temporarily. He goes way too deep, and Van Dorn holds on to the lead. Andy Rees second position. Here we go, battle for P1. Andy, look to the inside. Van Dorn says no. David, though, has a chance, and he's going to slide up to second from losing that momentum. Andy Rees goes down to third. And now Andy Rees, what can he do about this one? There's your top three. You look behind them. Look at it's just a bit of a gap, but that is about a second between the top three and fourth. But now, Andy Rees, opportunity of a lifetime to get back home. Second position. What can he do? The Danish driver looking for an opportunity now. Does he look for a move onto the inside heading into the chicanes? It's very brave. He looks to it for the moment. Can't really do anything about it. Has to just slot right back in. Santos is really slingshotted his way back in this one. And Santos is now in the hunt for third position. Santos looks. Does he find a move? No. But he sets the fastest lap of a race. Clearly a huge opportunity. If he's setting fastest laps, he's a driver to look out for. Into one. Still staying nose to tail. It's Andy Rees who gets it a little bit wrong there. Slides it, just the rear, but holds on, doesn't really lose much time. All within a second once again, but Santos this time looks to the inside. Andy Rees is going to defend the inside. How do you reply? Go the long way around. Here we go. Tries to go for a move. Having to go side by side, muscling his way against the IMSA Racing driver. Santos looks for a move, has to tuck back in. Asper goes through. I think he's made contact with Andy Rees that time. And it is a war zone here. Takes me back to seeing iRacing at the Porsche Cup at this exact same circuit. Now we get to see Santos and Adam. All incidents are reported after the race. There's no live stewarding in this championship. No live stewarding in CMRSC. The drivers race. They follow a set of rules. If they don't follow it, they get a slap on the wrist at the end of this one. Once again, and positions still stay the same. The top five battle hard. Who is going to win this race? It was very undecided who was going to win the last run. Daniel Santos, though, will take the fastest lap. He's a heavy contender, despite where he is P5, just a little bit far behind from the action just ahead of him. Adam now looks for an opportunity. Oh, and he's made contact! He's made contact with David! David goes flipping over the barrier! Heavy damage to the Porsche. It's taking him out of this contention here. And now Asper has a chance for second position. This is by far the most entertaining CMRSC race I have ever seen in its 4-year lifespan. Now, Adam looks to the inside, has a nose up there, but decides to wisely back out. It's still a long race. They're not even at the halfway point yet. So long to go. Vanderheyden gets out the way. But there you see, oh, two drivers, it's 3 wide momentarily. Heading into one, Santos and Asper back off that section. Can't really get it done. They both, at the same time, decided to go for a move. Looking at the top of my map, I just saw somebody exit the stratosphere. I'm not too sure who that was. But it's Van Dorn who holds on to the lead. Jaden Harrison now sees his teammate realizing, no, I cannot believe you've lost that position, but it's going to be 3 wide as they head into the hardest braking section in this one, and Jaden Harrison's going to slingshot his way down the middle. Tokyo drifted, sir, and the Jamaican has gone up to 4th position. Santos has also made the move on Asper. Absolutely iconic racing here. Santos up to second. Asper relegated to third. 2 drivers really hard racing. What he needs to do and cannot repeat his faults. Jaden Harrison for Jamaica. All of Jamaica's behind him. He is now looking for second place. Side by side into the slowest part of the track. Jaden Harrison, has he held on? Has to take a lot of curb. Takes an extreme amount of curb. Track limits galore. Jaden Harrison, second place. In racing terms, we're allowing it. If they're going to go side by side, if you get forced stop, you cannot use it to your advantage. It's Van Dorn. Does he know that the car behind him's lapped? I hope he does. I would let him through, but it's a little slide on corner exit. And now here comes Asper, it's door to door. Asper takes the lead momentarily. Van Dorn, what does he do? He has the inside. Does he shove it down? That may be the only option. Van Dorn to the inside, door to door, throws Asper off the track. And here comes that lapped car once again of Anna Adam. He goes through. And Van Dorn, for the first time in this race, has lost the lead, albeit for only 1 moment. Now Adam can start to stretch his wings. He's got fresh tires. He's going to want to start focusing on his lap times. But look at this, a little bit of a slide there. It's Van Dorn, it's a hip check. Just about holds on. Eamon takes the lead of this race. Eamon has now successfully taken the lead of this race. Van Dorn has held it for 25 laps. Now Van Dorn, with worn out soft compounds as well as the driver ahead, they're coming down to the very end of this race. But take a look at this. Van Dorn has a little bit of company because Andy Rees is now caught up. The help from Tazwanto, I don't know how much Tazwanto was paid. Oh, but take a look, it's trouble for Van Dorn. He runs off the track into battle for second. Andy Rees, opportunity for P2. Round the outside, Van Dorn is gonna lose out on that position. And take a look as well, Santos also going through. Final lap for all these drivers. This race is not over. Asper, half a lap to go in victory. But now take a look at this. Van Dorn has been shuffled down to fourth position. It's contact between himself and Santos. It's absolutely huge. Van Dorn has gone from leading to battling for fourth place to hold on for the podium. What a battle this is, side by side. Santos can get back on the podium. Van Dorn, his advantage has gone down. He's off the track. Meanwhile, Eamon Asper, if you gambled on his name, you are a millionaire. The Italian comes around the final corner, takes the checkered flag, and takes an amazing win. Whew.
Hello.
Eamon. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh my God! You take victory here at Thruxton in once again such an eventful race. Hats off to you, sir. You've done it. How was that one?
Oh, first win. Like, I was not expecting in this championship, honestly. Like, how I was coming into the weekend, like on the back foot, like I had no pace, and suddenly to be standing in first step feels quite good.
Well, take us through that one, man. This was not an ordinary race for you. This was a tale of heartbreak and failure and coming back around and taking victory at the dying stages. What was that like in the cockpit?
Well, I knew from the start that like it was all about tire management, honestly, especially through the long right-hander, I think like turn 7 or something, where like when putting a lot of load, like the tires would just go out at a certain point. I was just trying to take it as carefully as possible. In the first stages, I was working very well with Anna to try and preserve tires and just work together and keep some good pace. And then like it just came alive in the second half to just be able to push and like put like I think over 16 seconds to P2. It was generally like one of my best drives, honestly.
Indeed, yeah. And what's even better, that's your first race win, so that's gotta feel real sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite enjoyable, especially like in Porsche Supercups, because it's such a fought like championship. The gaps are very close and stuff. It feels all the more like great to have the first one in such a championship.
Now take us through the tire wear. That's the big talking point. Everyone was running out of it. People were gambling for pit stops. How were your tires?
My rear left was absolutely cooked by the by like lap 20 or something. I was just trying to keep it alive and minimize the load, as I said, like through the corners, early braking, trying to brake as much of a straight line as possible, turn it in gently, and I just did my best like through the first 10 not to fight people too hard. And honestly, if I have to thank someone for my win, it was Anna Adam, because we worked like perfectly through the first 10 and that helped me manage perfectly my tires.
Indeed, yeah. That was an incredible race. You deserve a break. Take a drink, relax, and sit back. We have the next round coming up in a week, but you deserve that one. Congratulations, P1 to you.
Thank you.